Joining us now is Texas Senator Ted Cruz, an extremely well-respected lawyer in his own right. Senator, great to see you. Describe the first 3 weeks.
Always good to be with you.
Yeah, and the blocking, and the no tackling, but the legal blocking of the Democrats.
Well, look, I got to say, in the history of our country, we've never had a first 3 weeks of a president like we have had now. It has been shock and awe. President Trump hit the ground running, and you look at what's being done, the executive orders to secure the border, putting Marines down on our southern border, sending ICE out to arrest murderers and rapists and child molesters and Venezuelan gang members. You look at the energy deregulations, ending the war on energy to drive down the price of gasoline and everything else that consumers are struggling. You look at standing with our friends and allies, demanding that Hamas return the Israeli terrorists and return the hostages and getting those hostages returned back. Across the board, they've been hitting the ground running, and then it doesn't even begin with Doge and Elon Musk highlighting abuse after abuse after abuse. And listen, Brian, I got to say the entire effort, Elon is playing a critical role. It really is embodying the old Silicon Valley mantra of move fast and break things. They're doing a lot of things, and everything they do, they're getting sued. The Democrats hate it all. They want to stop it all. And so we are going to see hundreds and hundreds of lawsuits from Democrat attorneys general, from left-wing activist groups. The lawsuits aren't going to work. The president is going to follow through on the mandate that came from the voters this November.
So some of the challenges: immigration, citizenship, 17 separate challenges; structure of government, 27; government grants, loans, and assistance, 5 cases; and diversity, DEI, 4 separate cases to handle. Meanwhile, I love what you're doing, and what President Trump really caught me by surprise, opening up saying, hey, I'd like to get Greenland and the canal. Let's get China out of there. You unwound this. What's behind it?
Well, look, I think President Trump laid out a bold vision and a vision that makes sense for the United States. I got to say, I think there are strong national security and economic reasons why it makes a lot of sense. If you look at Greenland geopolitically, it is located right on the Arctic. If, God forbid, we got into a military conflict with Russia or with China, ICBMs would come right over the Arctic, and Greenland is ideally positioned to defend the United States of America. Secondly, Greenland has abundant rare earth minerals and critical minerals that are essential for all of the technology, all of the weaponry that we need. If Greenland were to become a territory, America would invest billions and billions of dollars into developing those resources. That helps America. And so this week I chaired a hearing in the Senate Commerce Committee examining all of the benefits to America, all of the benefits to Greenland, and all of the benefits to Denmark of the United States acquiring Greenland. I think it makes an enormous amount of sense.
Do you send Marco Rubio over there as Secretary of State to say, let's work out a deal? I mean, how do we take it to the next level? Because we seem to be getting the Heisman from all the Danes.
You know, we are, and I sat down, I met with the Danish ambassador this past week, I met with the Greenlandic ambassador, and I got to say the Danish ambassador, they were upset and they were offended, and they said Greenland is not for sale. And I laughed and I said, you know what, everything's for sale. And I said, listen, Denmark, you are a friend, you are an ally, an important friend and ally. You'll continue to be an important friend and ally. But friends and allies can have conversations about things that are mutual benefits. What I told Denmark is I said, ever since the presidents began talking about this, the Greenland independence movement has been growing in momentum. And if Greenland declares itself independent of you, Denmark gets nothing. Denmark would be a lot better having a major financial investment from America. For Greenland, there are roughly 50,000 Greenlanders living there right now. They're not living in wealth and abundance. If Greenland became an American territory, they would become American citizens. That is an incredibly valuable inducement. You put on top of that the billions of dollars of new American investment that would happen in Greenland, in addition to the powerful national defense advantages. I think for this to happen, you would have to have a referendum in Greenland, and I think the Greenlanders, if they saw those benefits, there's a very good chance they would vote, hell yes, I want to be in America.
I love it, too. I love, Senator, that you picked up the ball there, and I hope one day it makes me want to go and find out more about it. I never thought about it until President Trump took over. Senator Ted Cruz, have a fantastic weekend. Appreciate it.